During The Godfather 2?
Yeah, I wasn't very happy. Well, it's a difficult role, and you have to sort of get into it. And I was having a little trouble.
The man behind some of Hollywood's most recognizable performances, Al Pacino, has, up until recently, kept most of his private life out of the spotlight. He may be 85 years old, but rumor has it that one of his daughters is about to spill the beans on a long-buried truth about the mysterious actor we thought we knew. What on earth could be so appealing about Pacino's very private and guarded existence that not even his own family could remain quiet any longer? He has portrayed mysterious guys like himself in a number of blockbuster films, including Scarface and The Godfather. In actual life, Al Pacino, a guy who is 80 years old today, is a reclusive celebrity who has chosen fame above fame. His personal life was just as fascinating as the roles he played, and his celebrity was just as selective and meticulous. His children in particular hold the key to the man behind the mask as he approaches his golden years with his family. Julie Pacino is the oldest of his daughters. She is also a successful director who often alludes to the personal and professional influences of her father. What is her secret knowledge that the general population lacks? Why does it seem so critical that she expose her father's shadowy side now after all these years? Pacino has said that being a parent had a huge effect on him. His life before having children was spent walking around in his own head, he said, with acting being his main focus. And when he had children, they took up much of his time and energy. He began dividing his time between the coasts to accommodate their requirements. Might this have been the motivation for him to keep some aspects of his life hidden? As twisted as Al Pacino's acting career has been, the truth about his life, particularly the depths of his secrets, may take an unexpected turn thanks to Julie Pacino's disclosure. On film, he gives it his all, yet off-screen, he holds back a lot. This is an attempt to reveal his complicated personality. Does it demonstrate weakness? As a result of the strain that celebrity puts on family relationships. On the other hand, maybe something darker that not even Hollywood could have planned. Discover the truth about the guy Hollywood will never know from Al Pacino's daughter by delving into this mystery. The tension is building and we have to wonder, are we ready to see an aspect of Al Pacino that he has been concealing, maybe on purpose, the whole time? His daughter has now spoken up, revealing a previously unknown side of the renowned actor Al Pacino, who has a history of being infamously silent. Imagine this, one of Hollywood's most storied personalities, a guy whose very mention conjures images of commanding presence, menacing intensity, and cinematic brilliance. But to his daughter, he is just dad, open and honest, but hiding secrets and tales that not even his celebrity status could protect him from. Hollywood is on the edge of its seat because of her courageous disclosure, which revealed a previously undisclosed part of his life. Al Pacino, who plays it straight on film, has been hidden something from everyone. The disclosure from his daughter goes well beyond simple rumors or controversy. It exposes aspects of Pacino's life that were concealed from even his closest associates. This isn't about the fame or the wealth. It's about the profound private truth that he didn't want the world to know. So why did he conceal this information? Why does his daughter feel the need to bring it to light at this very moment? With so many unanswered questions, the mystery has the potential to captivate audiences just as much as any good film narrative. To fully grasp the significance of her confession, it is necessary to examine the bond between Pacino and his daughter. Al may have a larger-than-life television character, but he has always maintained a loving, protective connection with his children. The birth of his children, he says in several interviews, helped him reveal a more submissive aspect of his nature, in sharp contrast to the macho personalities he usually portrays. His daughter's insight isn't an exposé, but rather a kind gesture, a chance to show the public a side of her father that is often overlooked and misunderstood. When she revealed it, there's more to the story. Pacino has solidified his legacy at the age of 85. He has a solid position in Hollywood. So what gives? Is this confession essential at this point in his life? Maybe because he feels the need to clear the air, or because he wants to release himself from the chains of secrecy? As if that weren't intriguing enough, the question keeps viewers guessing about what more Pacino's life tale has in store. Not only is Al's daughter spilling the beans, but she's also revealing more about the man behind the aura than what the general public perceives. It seems like all these years we've only seen a fraction of Pacino, with the rest being hidden away for the privileged few. The world of his followers never expected to see this side of him until she came out, and now she was doing just that. How would this new information affect his legacy? In what ways will it alter the public's perception of a beloved celebrity? The actor's comments caused a stir in Hollywood, as fans wondered what more he had hidden. That should serve as a sobering reminder to the idolatrous admirers that even the most renowned figures have their share of private struggles and secret tales, that is, unless someone gets near enough to share them. All the mystery and allure that surrounds Pacino comes from his penchant for concealment, which is not for show. Like a movie whose narrative has been building for years, it has rendered Al Pacino's life a mystery. As fans process this, they can't help but wonder, what more may Al Pacino be hiding? Perhaps he will feel more comfortable opening out to his most ardent admirers at this new juncture. Listen up, for the backstory is just getting started. The life of Al Pacino that remains ignored. Even when he's not acting, Al Pacino remains a mystery. One would assume that his life would mirror the dramatic intensity of the characters he played, given the string of iconic monologues and bombshell roles that bear his name. Off-camera, however, he is a virtuoso at keeping his life under wraps. Not even his closest friends and family saw beyond his carefully crafted facade. His family was the only ones who were ever able to fully breach the barrier that has always separated him from the rest of society. Few have the courage to muddy the waters between Pacino's art and reality in a world when celebrities expose their lives to the public. Fans have never seen the man behind the curtain before, but fresh details provided by his daughter have piqued their interest in what he has concealed for so long. Even though his problems are well known, Pacino has never been in the mood to share the whole narrative, even though decades have passed. For the general public, he remains a mystery. One second, he's portrayed some of cinema's most complicated and violent characters. The next, he disappears into the background, leading a tranquil life. An overpowering blessing and a curse, he described fame as, he once claimed in an interview, leaving him feeling imprisoned in a character that didn't quite suit. This tumultuous connection with fame does seem to hint to a more fundamental issue. Why, then, did he decide to pursue a career that thrust him into the limelight when he despised it when he wasn't on screen? Many fans have long speculated about the aspects of his life that he decided to keep private. Pacino avoided red carpet appearances unless absolutely necessary and seldom attended Hollywood events. He was legendary for his disappearing act, or the lengthy periods of inactivity he would endure between roles. It contributed to his mystery, the elusive piece that made him irresistible. When the cameras weren't filming, what type of life was he leading? What, however, caused him to withdraw from the spotlight as his popularity began to soar? Some say that Pacino's reclusive nature stems from the hard circumstances he endured as a youngster in East Harlem, where he was born into a poor family and brought up by his single mother and grandparents, far from the glitz and glamour of Hollywood. Given his upbringing and the demands of fame, he may develop a need for solitude, shielding certain aspects of his identity from the spotlight that propelled him to stardom. That is why Pacino was so selective about the pieces of himself that were seen in public. He wanted to keep the Alfredo James Pacino persona alive, not the Hollywood icon Al Pacino. The way Pacino handles relationships only adds to his aura of mystery. Despite having famous flings with ladies like Diane Keaton and Beverly D'Angelo, he has never tied the knot. In interviews, he has expressed his fear of commitment, which adds to the intrigue. Why was he so afraid to do that? What was going on in his life? In light of his daughter's recent confession, how did it affect his role as a parent? It appeared like even his family life, which you would think would be somewhat uncovered, was set up to keep him hidden. Now, naturally, Pacino's admirers have wondered if his reclusive lifestyle was forced or voluntary. Was he deliberately trying to keep control of his life? Or was he trying to shield those close to him from the prying eyes of the public? All of these questions seem to hint at what he sacrificed for this privacy. What's fascinating is that these choices enhance his legacy, standing in stark contrast to the unfiltered characters he would play in films. When contrasted with these raw, open roles, Pacino's guarded reality would seem like a deliberate contradiction, one that just makes us want to know more about this man. But no matter how deep these levels go, Pacino's life becomes more complicated, for under all his fame, it reveals a man who never lost touch with his autonomy. The public is only now beginning to see the man behind this icon in a completely different light, thanks to the bombshell revelations his daughter brought forward. What else is in store for this Hollywood legend, who lives a life as colorful as the characters he portrays? The story has only just started to unfold. Al Pacino's iconic roles as Michael Corleone, Tony Montana, and countless more have become ingrained in American popular culture. However, upon closer inspection, an intriguing paradox becomes apparent. Despite appearing to give his all to his roles, Pacino was actually one of the most secretive actors working today. Those who believed they knew Al through his films are now discovering that they merely got a glimpse of the multifaceted private man. What prompted him to draw such a sharp boundary between his public persona and his private life? What was hidden behind that line? It's as if his entire life has been an act, a meticulously constructed character meant to remain unspoken. Hollywood insiders have long referred to Pacino as an actor's actor, a man whose dedication to his craft was so profound that his identity seemed to blend with the characters he played. Fans had long assumed this was simply an extension of his artistry, but now that his daughter has come clean, they are beginning to wonder if there's more to the story. Could Pacino have been concealing aspects of himself, allowing parts of his authentic self to seep into his roles while keeping the rest hidden? This intriguing notion has prompted fresh debates regarding the meaning of knowing a public figure, and whether we've ever really known Pacino. Imagine the emotional toll it must have taken on an actor. For decades, Pacino brought to life some of cinema's most complex and troubled characters while keeping his own struggles hidden. On the outside, he did it all with such stoic grace that he gave fans what they wanted, and nothing more. Now, as his daughter reveals his hidden life, we are confronted with the possibility that Pacino's greatest performance may have been the one he has been playing for decades: Al Pacino, the untouchable Hollywood icon. It was a role that left no room for vulnerability, but he appears to have nailed it. The question that remains, though, is why Al Pacino went to such lengths to keep his true identity hidden from the public eye. Some point to his tough upbringing as a result of being raised by a single mother in one of those New York neighborhoods. Pacino learned early on the importance of protecting himself and the risks of being vulnerable. His beliefs, which stemmed from a foundation of survival, resilience, and control, were unaffected by his rise to fame and fortune. Scratching the surface reveals that Pacino's public life was a series of calculated moves, each one meant to project an image while keeping his real personal life hidden. Even in his rare interviews, he withheld just enough information to maintain the mystique without revealing too much. His fans had to piece together fragments, thinking they were seeing the real Al Pacino, but in reality, it was just a version of him that he wanted them to see. Now, with this new revelation, fans are left to question everything as Hollywood reels from the finally shifting image of one of its giants. But this startling insight begs the question: what other secrets lurk in Hollywood if Al Pacino, who has seemingly devoted his life to acting, could keep such a monumental aspect of himself hidden? Could his daughter's revelation prompt other industry heavyweights to start shedding their masks? For Pacino, this unveiling appears to have arrived at the perfect time, a chance to set the record straight and throw the world open, if only slightly. His journey is far from over, and this latest chapter is shaping up to be one of his most fascinating to date. famous people, their families, and the hidden battles for personal space. The first things that come to mind when one thinks of Al Pacino are admirable qualities like strength, resilience, and unwavering dedication to his craft. However, there is a long story behind the scenes where the real Pacino was secretly dealing with issues that would test the mettle of anyone. We all know that fame has its costs, and for Pacino, those costs have been the near-constant tension between his public and private lives. While he was reshaping acting on screen, he fought a lifelong battle to protect his privacy and shield his loved ones from the relentless scrutiny of Hollywood. Now, thanks to his daughter's revelation, that carefully controlled balance has been upset, revealing a life that many believed was flawlessly orchestrated. However, Pacino's impact on his personal life as a result of the fame pressures is something that fans have only speculated about. He has hinted at the toll that his career has taken in a few interviews, but overall, he has kept his identity a closely guarded secret. It is only when his daughter opens up about her experiences that the truth becomes apparent. What does it take to keep so much hidden for so long? How did his hidden struggles shape his career decisions and the life he would lead? As it happens, family has always been at the epicenter of Pacino's private world. Instead of emulating many of his Hollywood contemporaries and settling down, he chose to immerse himself in being a father while trying his best to avoid the intrusive light of the public eye. He has been anchored by his children in a way that gives him some sense of stability and normalcy that can never be found in the film industry. But keeping them out of the public eye, Pacino has inadvertently created a mystique around his family life, one that his daughter's revelation now brings into the spotlight. How strong the bonding with his kids must be, especially with his daughter. She is not just telling the world about her father, she is honoring him by sharing a piece of the man that was never allowed out to. It begs the question, was Pacino trying to shield his children from the scrutiny of the public eye, or was he trying to shield himself from the vulnerabilities that fame brings? Her revelation sheds light on Pacino's character and family, as well as the lengths to which he would have gone to keep things private. In a world where everyone is always looking, Pacino built a wall that seemed impenetrable for a long time. His daughter's revelation has left the public in a state of mixed admiration and curiosity. On one hand, we respect Pacino for the efforts he made to keep his private life private, but on the other, we wonder what else he has concealed and how much of an impact his secrecy has had on the roles that made him famous. This revelation offers more than just a glimpse into Pacino's life. It sheds light on the costs of fame and maintaining a public profile, particularly in these times when privacy is at a premium. Looking back at Pacino's life, it seems like his problems aren't that unique. They reflect the complex interplay between fame, family, and personal identity. However, the story of Pacino, revealed by his daughter, has more resonance due to his identity as an actor who has spent his career playing complicated characters while keeping his own story hidden. Now that Hollywood and fans have absorbed this revelation, the legend of Al Pacino becomes even more complex, nuanced, and captivating. The only question is, how many more secrets are still to be revealed? His daughter's revelations have opened a new chapter in Al Pacino's story, revealing more about the man behind the iconic roles. Fans now have a better understanding of his career and the decisions he made both on and off screen. The question is there more to learn about this Hollywood icon? We'll keep you posted on any new developments, so subscribe, like, and comment below. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.